Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, living the same day on repeat? You're not alone. It's something we all feel at some point. But here's a thought that shifted everything for me. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Surprising, isn't it? This isn't just a spark of hope, it's a wake-up call. Every single day carries endless possibilities. Today, we're diving deep into the world of personal growth and self-improvement. But not just with quick tips. We're exploring an ancient philosophy that has shaped millions of lives across centuries, Stoicism. This journey isn't only about learning, it's about transforming challenges into stepping stones toward success. So if you're ready to break the cycle, to turn what if into what is, stay with me. This could be the video that reshapes your perspective and equips you to conquer not just today, but your entire life. Let's begin this journey together. Are you with me? Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more content like this. And make sure to watch until the very end, because any single moment here could be the one that changes your life. Lesson 1. Enjoy the present. It sounds simple, yet it's powerful. Too often, we get trapped by yesterday or consumed by tomorrow and forget the magic of today. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, concentrate on the present moment. Seneca echoed, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. We're always waiting for the next big thing, forgetting that joy is in the journey, not just the destination. This doesn't mean we dismiss the past or ignore the future. Learning and planning are wise, but living there makes us miss the life happening here. Epictetus advised us not to dwell on what's outside our control, but to focus on the now. And even poets echo this timeless truth. Hafez wrote, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." Rumi told us, "The moment you accept the troubles you've been given, the door will open." So how do we practice this? With mindfulness. When you eat, don't just swallow food, savor it. Notice the texture, taste, and how it makes you feel. Eating mindfully turns a routine act into gratitude. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. Observe the colors, shapes, sounds, the breeze, or the scent of the street. Each step becomes a connection to the world. In conversations, listen with full attention, not just to words, but to tone, expressions, and meaning beyond speech. That's how you deepen connection. Even in work and hobbies, immerse yourself fully. Let distractions go. This not only boosts efficiency, it makes the task meaningful. Of course, the mind will wander, backward to regrets, forward to fears. That's natural. But every time you notice it, gently return to the present. This is the real practice. Over time, mindfulness shifts from action to being. You'll start to notice more joy in little things, and life will feel richer. Remember, every moment is a new beginning. By embracing the present, we open ourselves to deeper connection, gratitude, and true happiness. Lesson 2. Be strong in tough times. Life is unpredictable, but it's our struggles that shape who we become. Stoicism teaches us resilience, turning obstacles into opportunities. Marcus Aurelius said, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting." In other words, every hurdle can be transformed into fuel. Seneca put it simply, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Muscles grow through stress, so does our character. Epictetus reminded us, it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. shift perspective, and even adversity can't shake your peace. And poets echo this too. Hafez wrote, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Together, these voices remind us, our greatest growth often comes from our deepest challenges. So how do we live this out? Acknowledge struggles as part of life. They're not failures, they're teachers. Shift your questions. Instead of "why me?" ask, "What can I learn?" Reflect on past struggles. Remind yourself, you've overcome before, you can again. Be proactive, set plans, goals, and take action instead of freezing in despair. Seek support. Asking for help is not weakness, it's wisdom. Practice gratitude. Even in difficulty, find one thing to be thankful for. Gratitude turns pain into perspective. In the end, resilience is not about avoiding storms. It's about learning to stand firm and even grow because of them. It could be as simple as appreciating the support of loved ones or recognizing the lessons hidden in a tough situation. Remember, resilience is like a muscle. It strengthens the more you use it. Start with small challenges, face them head-on, and gradually take on bigger ones. With time, what once felt impossible becomes manageable. Being strong in tough times doesn't mean you'll never feel fear or sadness. It means using those struggles as fuel, for growth, for learning, for inner strength. It's about coming out of life's storms, not just unbroken, but wiser and stronger. Let's embrace our challenges, learn from them, and let them illuminate our path forward. Lesson 3. Know yourself. This lesson is all about self-awareness, a cornerstone of Stoicism. It's about understanding who we are, where our strengths lie, where our weaknesses trip us, and how we respond when life tests us. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. True strength doesn't come from controlling the world around us, but from mastering what happens within. Seneca added, "To know what a man is really like, take a good look at how he acts when he's alone, or when he thinks he's alone." Our private moments reveal our truest selves, not the masks we wear for society. Epictetus, another great Stoic teacher, believed that freedom and happiness come from knowing our desires, our fears, and the choices we make. He taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Poets echo the same wisdom. Hafez once wrote, "Your heart knows the way." Run in that direction, Rumi added, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself." Both remind us, transformation begins within. So how do we practice this self-reflection? Journaling. Write freely about your thoughts, feelings, and daily reactions. Ask yourself, why did I respond that way? What triggered that emotion? Meditation. Quiet your mind. Observe your thoughts without judgment, and notice the patterns that shape your actions. Silent reflection. Spend a few minutes daily in stillness. Ask, am I living in line with my values? What truly matters to me? Goal check. Reflect on whether your current path aligns with the life you want. If not, what adjustments are needed? Honesty. Acknowledge your strengths and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. At the same time, be honest about where you can improve. Conversations. Talking with trusted friends or mentors can offer new insights into yourself, things you might not see alone. Knowing yourself is a lifelong journey. It means aligning your actions with your true values, living authentically, and making choices that bring fulfillment rather than regret. Lesson 4. The virtue of moderation. In a world that glorifies extremes, constant hustle, endless consumption, chasing more, Stoicism pulls us back to balance, the golden mean. Moderation isn't about denial. It doesn't mean rejecting joy or success. Instead, it's about not letting any one thing dominate your life. We stumble when we give too much power to one pursuit, whether it's wealth, pleasure, recognition, or even ambition. Stoicism reminds us, true freedom comes from balance. By practicing moderation, we protect our inner peace, avoid burnout, and enjoy life more fully. Taking this practice further, try finding gratitude even in difficult moments. For instance, when faced with a setback at work, instead of focusing solely on the loss, recognize the lesson it taught you, the resilience you discovered, or the skills you developed through the struggle. In relationships, when conflicts arise, be grateful for the opportunity to grow in patience, communication, and understanding. Gratitude isn't about denying hardship. It's about uncovering the hidden gifts within those hardships. By shifting your perspective, you learn to see challenges as part of your growth, not just obstacles in your path. Another way to cultivate gratitude is to express it openly. Tell the people in your life that you appreciate them. A simple thank you to a friend, a family member, or even a stranger can deepen connections and spread positivity. Gratitude shared multiplies its power. It strengthens bonds and brightens both your day and theirs. Finally, embrace gratitude as a daily mindset, not just a practice. As Rumi said, wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. When gratitude becomes a constant lens through which you view the world, every experience, big or small, becomes richer, more meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. Gratitude doesn't just make us happier, it makes us wiser. It grounds us in the present, teaches us contentment, and reminds us that even in the simplest moments, life offers treasures worth cherishing. If you're stuck in traffic, be thankful for the chance to listen to your favorite music or dive into an interesting podcast. If you're facing a tough situation, appreciate the resilience and strength it's cultivating in you. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to endure. Another way to deepen gratitude is by expressing it to others. Make it a habit to genuinely thank people. A simple thank you to the cashier, a heartfelt note to a friend, or an appreciative message to a colleague. Acknowledging kindness not only uplifts them, but also strengthens your own sense of gratitude. You can also weave gratitude into mindfulness. Pause throughout your day to savor your experiences. Enjoy the taste of your food, notice the beauty of nature, and cherish time with loved ones. When you're fully present, gratitude naturally follows. Even routine activities can become moments of reflection, whether it's brushing your teeth, taking a morning shower, or walking to work. Use these pauses to reflect on what you're thankful for. Lastly, share your gratitude. Discuss what you appreciate with family or friends, perhaps as a way to end the day. This not only nurtures stronger relationships, but also creates a more positive environment around you. Reflect too on past challenges and the lessons they brought. Even hardships can inspire gratitude when we see how they've shaped us and made us stronger. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present, allowing joy to flow into your everyday life and creating a positive mindset that brightens every area. Lesson 5. Mindfulness in the present. In the rush of modern life, we often forget to live in the now, missing the beauty and opportunities right in front of us. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple but profound wisdom encourages us to focus on the here and now, the only moment we truly have influence over. Seneca echoed this when he taught that true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. It's a call to savor today instead of worrying about tomorrow. Epictetus reminded us that people are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. This principle aligns perfectly with mindfulness, observing our thoughts and reactions without judgment, staying anchored in the moment. The poet Hafez beautifully captured this truth. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. It's a poetic reminder to value where you are, right here, right now. And Rumi, with his timeless insight, urges us to be present in the moment and free from fear of the future. His words encourage us to embrace today wholeheartedly, without being weighed down by past regrets or future worries and future anxieties. Practicing mindfulness daily can be truly transformative, helping us live more fully in the present while reducing stress. A simple way to begin is with mindful breathing. Dedicate a few minutes each day to focus solely on your breath. Feel the air as you inhale, filling your lungs, and notice the gentle release as you exhale. This simple act serves as an anchor, guiding your attention back to the present whenever your mind begins to wander. From there, expand the practice into routine activities. For example, when eating, take the time to truly taste your food. Notice the textures, the flavors, even the temperature. Eating mindfully turns a simple meal into a rich experience of presence and appreciation. The same can be applied to showering, walking, or commuting. While showering, notice the warmth of the water, the scent of the soap, the steam around you. While walking, feel each step, the rhythm of your stride, the sounds and colors in your environment. Mindfulness also shines in conversations. Practice active listening. Give your full attention without preparing your reply in advance. Pay attention to the words, the tone, the body language. This deepens relationships and brings you fully into the present moment. Even short meditative pauses throughout the day can be powerful. Just a minute of closing your eyes, focusing on your breath, and releasing tension can leave you refreshed and centered. Reducing distractions helps too. In a world full of notifications and constant multitasking, make time to step away from screens and focus on one task at a time. This strengthens both presence and productivity. Mindfulness is also about awareness and acceptance, acknowledging your thoughts and emotions without judgment, then gently returning your focus to the present. Practice mindful observation. Notice the colors, the sounds, the sensations of your surroundings. Find wonder in the ordinary. Be fully present with others. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Be present with yourself. Savor each bite of food, each step you take, each moment you live. Even routine tasks like washing dishes can become opportunities for mindfulness when approached with awareness. Mindfulness is about embracing each moment with full attention. It aligns deeply with Stoic teachings, helping us live with clarity, calm, and gratitude. By practicing it, we learn to appreciate life's simple joys, reduce stress, and approach challenges with steadiness. Lesson 6. Compassion and empathy. Compassion and empathy are about truly understanding and connecting with others, seeing beyond our own perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This embodies empathy, extending patience and kindness to others while holding ourselves to higher standards. Seneca reminded us, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Every interaction becomes a chance to show care." Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak." A reminder that empathy begins with listening, truly listening. Hafez offered a timeless metaphor. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." This is selfless love, giving without expectation. And Rumi echoed this wisdom. "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." True compassion nurtures, it doesn't overpower. To practice empathy, start with active listening. Give others your full attention. Listen not only to their words, but their tone and their unspoken feelings. Use affirmations like, "I see," or "I understand." This makes others feel truly heard. Go further. Put yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, what might they be going through? Why might they feel this way? This shift in perspective deepens understanding and softens judgment. Show empathy with your words. "That sounds really difficult," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." Small phrases can carry powerful validation. Combine this with open body language, eye contact, leaning in, showing genuine engagement. Reflecting on your own emotions also strengthens empathy. The more you understand yourself, the more you can connect to what others feel. And don't forget small acts of kindness, a smile, a thoughtful message, offering help when needed. These gestures create ripples of compassion in everyday life. Remember, empathy isn't about grand gestures. It's about presence, understanding, and kindness in daily interactions. By practicing it, we strengthen our relationships and contribute to a more humane, connected world. Compassion is not weakness, it's wisdom in action, enriching both our lives and those we touch. Lesson 7. Perseverance and persistence. Perseverance and persistence stand at the heart of both Stoicism and life itself. They are the relentless pursuit of our goals, even in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. This timeless lesson reminds us that obstacles are not just barriers, they are opportunities to grow stronger and more determined. Seneca echoed this wisdom. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Just as physical exercise builds our muscles, overcoming hardships builds our mental resilience. Epictetus emphasized persistence, teaching, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Our reactions define us more than the events themselves. Hafez added a poetic reminder of hope. "Fear is the cheapest room in the house. I would like to see you living in better conditions." His words encourage us to move beyond fear and step into courage and persistence. And Rumi offered comfort through change. "Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Even in loss, the lessons and strength we gain will serve us again in new ways." To bring perseverance and persistence into our lives, we begin with clear, achievable goals. This is more than just deciding what we want. It's about deeply understanding why these goals matter. Purpose provides direction and sustains motivation, especially when challenges arise. Start by clarifying what you truly want to achieve, whether it's personal growth, learning new skills, career advancement, or stronger relationships. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to get better at cooking," aim for, "I will learn 3 new dishes each month." Once your goals are clear, uncover the reasons behind them. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Understanding your why fuels persistence. It keeps you moving forward when enthusiasm fades. Break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big ambitions can feel overwhelming, but dividing them into stages makes them achievable. Each small victory builds confidence and momentum. Set realistic timeframes too. Unrealistic deadlines only breed stress and disappointment. Create a plan of action. Outline the steps you'll take, the resources you'll need, and anticipate obstacles you may encounter. Planning ahead gives you resilience when setbacks arise. Persistence is about commitment, even when progress is slow. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every obstacle is a chance to adapt, learn, and grow stronger. A positive mindset is crucial. Believe in your ability to endure and overcome. Remember, perseverance is not about speed, but about steady, consistent effort. It is showing up again and again, even when results seem far away. By embracing these Stoic virtues, perseverance and persistence, we build resilience, reach our goals, and unlock our true potential. Lesson 8. Intellectual humility. Intellectual humility is about recognizing that we don't know everything and staying open to new knowledge and perspectives. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This can be seen as a call to remain open-minded, even to those we disagree with. Wisdom can come from any source. Seneca observed, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." This highlights how limited our understanding often is, shaped by assumptions and perceptions. Epictetus reminded us again, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The same applies to learning. It's how we respond to new ideas that shapes growth. Hafez encouraged, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." This inspires us to seek knowledge and experiences that uplift and enlighten us. Rumi added, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Passion leads to deeper learning and authentic growth." Cultivating intellectual humility begins with admitting our own limitations. Acknowledging ignorance is not weakness, it's the first step toward wisdom. No matter how much we know, there is always more to learn. This mindset liberates us from the pressure of perfection and replaces it with curiosity. Seek out learning opportunities. Read widely, attend talks, explore unfamiliar topics, engage with people who bring different perspectives. Be willing to listen and learn. Welcome feedback and constructive criticism. Instead of reacting defensively, treat it as a chance to refine and grow. Question your assumptions often. What you believe today may be based on limited or outdated information. Stay open to re-evaluating your views in light of new evidence. Celebrate the process of learning, not just the results. Mistakes are not failures. They are lessons that sharpen understanding. Reflect on what you've learned, how it fits into your worldview, and how it changes your perspective. Finally, build a community of learning. Engage in discussions, debates, and knowledge sharing. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking and fuel your curiosity. Intellectual humility is not about lowering yourself. It's about opening yourself. It's about staying curious, asking questions, and embracing lifelong growth. The foundation of learning is to approach new topics and ideas with openness and curiosity. Read widely and diversely. Expose yourself to different viewpoints and schools of thought. Doing so broadens your perspective and challenges your assumptions. Intellectual humility and a willingness to learn are about embracing the joy of discovery and the endless potential of the unknown. It's about recognizing that knowledge is limitless and that every person we meet, every experience we face, is an opportunity to learn something new. By living with this Stoic principle, we keep our minds open and flexible, ready to absorb the wisdom life offers. Lesson 9: Openness to change. In a constantly shifting world, adaptability isn't just useful, it's essential for growth and happiness. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound truth reminds us that our real power lies in adjusting our mindset to changing circumstances, not in clinging to control over the uncontrollable. Seneca offered similar wisdom. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Change is natural, necessary, and often the very thing that opens the door to new opportunities. Epictetus urged us, "Do not seek for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and your life will flow well." Stoicism teaches us to move with life's current, not against it. Hafez cautioned, "The words you speak become the house you live in." This metaphor shows how our mindset and language shape our experience. Embracing change with openness makes life lighter, and Rumi captured it beautifully. "Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Let go of what no longer serves you and make space for growth." So how do we practice openness to change? First, let go of the illusion of control. Much of life, other people's actions, circumstances, even outcomes, is beyond us. What we can control is how we respond, our attitude, our mindset, and our choices. Second, use mindfulness as a tool. Pay attention to change as it happens. Observe your reactions without judgment. This awareness reduces the anxiety that often comes with transition. Third, reframe change as opportunity. Instead of seeing it as a threat, ask, "What can I learn from this? What new experiences might this bring me?" Every change is a chance to grow. Fourth, step outside your comfort zone. Try small shifts daily, a new route to work, a new hobby, a new food. These small experiments make you more comfortable with larger life changes when they inevitably arrive. Fifth, reflect on your past. You've faced change before and survived it. Remind yourself of your resilience and use it to fuel your confidence in handling future challenges. Sixth, nurture positivity. Instead of focusing on what you may lose, focus on what you may gain. A curious, hopeful mindset smooths the rough edges of change. Finally, embrace impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, neither joy nor pain. Accepting this truth frees you from rigid expectations and helps you flow with life as it is. Openness to change isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It transforms life's unpredictability into opportunities for growth, resilience, and fulfillment. As we wrap up this journey, remember, Stoicism isn't just about learning, it's about living. It's a way of being that brings resilience, peace, and deeper understanding. Each lesson we've explored is a step toward becoming more centered, grounded, and alive. So I invite you to continue walking this path with us. Explore our playlists on Stoic life lessons and Stoic habits right here on the screen. Dive deeper, challenge yourself, and embrace the transformative power of these timeless teachings. Let's not just study life, let's live it with wisdom, courage, and serenity. Thank you for being part of this journey. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep growing. Until next time, stay with the Creator.